Hi, Zesties. Well, I know, sorry, my background's not perfect. You all know I'm new and figuring things. Well, you know what? I can't say I'm so new anymore when we have 1.1 thousand Zesties. Shout out to all my Zesties. You know what, Zesties? Life is lifing as always. But you know what? I'm not worried about a thing. I'm in my soft girl era, and I'm not worried. Because you know what? I'm trying to get you guys to see me better. Oh, excuse me, Zesties. And of course I don't have the tissues near me, but whatever. At least I'm not eating anything spicy today. But as I was gonna say, and you know what? Shout out to Burger King. I think all this cost $4, around $4. Because I got a free chicken sandwich with my rewards points. And then the deal that I used was $1 fries with any purchase. Oh, actually, so this was probably like $5. Anyway, really good deal. I was gonna say, let's see if they put enough ketchup. Looks like they did. Looks good, Zesties. I forget what I added on here. I think I added pickles and ketchup. You know what? It looks like they also bake this with the veggies on it, making the patty soft. I was hating on McDonald's unnecessarily. I'm sorry, McDonald's. Also, I have ranch and zesty if you're curious. Obviously, I like the name Zesty, but Zesty's actually my favorite what's it called? Sauce. But anyway, yeah, so obviously you already know if I'm eating fast food, I was a bit too busy to cook. Thanks for a nice, big, fresh, juicy, fat, crispy, crunchy pickle, Burger King. Thank you. But anyway, so if I'm eating fast food, I was busy. Although I need to use up those I need to do Caribbean because if I waste one Scotch bonnet, I'm gonna be mad. But anyway, in the past, if there were a day like today, or just in life in general, like how my life is, I would be stressed and freaking out. But I'm no, I don't care. I'm in my soft girl era. I'm not worried about a thing. And look at this one. This is a hamburger. And I got pickles, onions, and tomato added. I thought this was supposed to, I thought I put lettuce on here too. Oh well. Mmm. That's the thing I like the most about Burger King, is that you can add, I think you can add lettuce, pickles, onions, tomato for free. That's legit. Only if you do it on the app though. But anyway. Something I've been learning in these couple days, since I've decided, okay, it's the new year. I'm turning 35 this year. Here's the rodeo cheeseburger, the best ever. Yes. Ooh. I've been eating this one for like 20 years. Anyway, something I've learned in these couple days of the new year, that I've decided this year I'm not worrying about anything. Even though my mind tries really hard to worry, I'm just like, whatever, I don't care. Whatever happens, happens. Something good happens, great. Something bad happens, great. Tomorrow, I'll try to fix the bad thing or improve upon the good thing. But you know, being in my soft girl era does not mean I'm just lazy, laying around and not working. It just means that I'm not stressing. And I'm focusing on enjoying myself in whatever capacity I can, right? And now I'm realizing that something that people used to always tell me for years, and I thought they were lying, was really the truth. Which is that worrying about it isn't going to change the outcome, right? I used to think, no, because, you know, I worry and that makes me more like driven and getting where I need to be and blah, 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 blah. But now I'm realizing, wait, no, worrying actually doesn't have any effect on whatever outcome you're looking for. And it's probably keeping you further from your outcome, because when you're all worried or whatever, you are not like acting rationally. So I'm done worrying. I'm done with the struggle. I'm in my soft girl era and I'm enjoying my life. Okay. I made a candied pickled pig's foot ASMR video yesterday. If that's not soft girl era, I don't know what is. Also, I was like happy with the result, but it, you know, the candy didn't look what I want it to look like candied, like a transparent hard coating. Like, there's still more to come with the candying, okay? I'm new at that, and Mark my words, there will be more candying, and it will be more extreme and crazy. Mm. Mm. But yeah, I'm enjoying this mentality of not worrying. So I'm going to tell a story again that I had said previously that I didn't want to tell because it was about Spanish. Or you'd only understand it if you speak Spanish. But the same exact thing happened again. So I'm going to tell you. And I feel like it's cool to tell you guys like how things are in Florida. Because if you don't live here, maybe you don't know that Florida's like the most Spanish speaking state. I think, at least. I haven't like researched this, but so anyway, most people that, well, no, like all people that live here are from Cuba or Puerto Rico. It's different than when I lived in South Florida, where people were from literally every Latin American country you could ever imagine. Here, it's not like that. Cuba, Puerto Rico, that's it. I mean, of course, like I have met people from other countries and everything, but like, yeah. So anyway, in Cuba and Puerto Rico and in Spain and in some other countries, they use a word for like grab. Actually, they use this word like to mean a lot of different things. And in other Latin American countries, this is a bad word. And has a bad meaning. Oops, I dropped. But you know what? I'm in my soft girl era. I'm not worried if I dropped a lettuce on myself. So anyway, I resisted saying this word for many, many, many years because it just freaks me out using it, even though most people in Florida use this word. But like, to me, this was always a bad word and I never wanted to say it. I resisted saying it for years, but now I say it because, you know, Tampa's very different in that everyone's from Cuba and Puerto Rico, and people here are more, in Miami, they speak Spanish. They're not gonna feel bad about it or anything, you know. They're just like, I speak Spanish. If you don't speak Spanish, go to another city. Here, they're not like that. Like they are like, you know, try their hardest to speak English, I guess. they will do whatever they have to do to like communicate with you in English here, typically. But that makes it complicated when the other party does not speak English very well, right? And then I'm used to just speaking in Spanish, but here they would like reject my Spanish or like not wanna, not, you know, I don't think they do it on purpose. They're just like, huh, what? You know, they're used to people speaking to them in a very Cuban or Puerto Rican way, which I'm never ever gonna speak this way. But I can use their vocabularies and whatever, like just try little things to make them more likely to talk to me or respond to me or whatever. Because when I first moved to Tampa and spoke Spanish, just my regular way or whatever, they weren't having it. They were just like, So anyway, they did this thing again at Burger King. Where when I used to say I have a mobile order, they would say, okay, go to the second window. They wouldn't have me do anything in the first window. Now they go, you know, go to the first and whatever. So I go to the first window and the guy says, you know, oh, blah, 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 what's your order? And I told him like mobile order for Evan or whatever. And he said, oh, okay, I'm going to go check on your order. So I thought he was going to go grab the order, and I wanted him to get these sauces. And I feel bad, actually, because I feel like I'm, like, ripping them off in a way, because if you order these on the app, I think they cost 25 cents. But they always give them to me there, so I never really felt the need to, like, actually purchase it on the app. I'm sorry if you're watching Burger King. So anyway, I wanted to ask him for a ranch and a zesty, but if he was getting my order, you know, I wanted to know if he was getting my order. I was like, oh, are you getting the order right now? And it was obvious that he didn't understand, you know? And so I said, lo va a coger ahora, which means, are you going to grab it now? But it's using that well, the word that for me is a bad word, but for like people in Cuba and Puerto Rico, it's like a normal word. So and he responded he looked thrilled that I spoke Spanish, you know what I mean? Like, when I spoke Spanish, his eyes like lit up with glee, like he was so happy that I was speaking in Spanish. I don't remember like exactly what he said, but like, sí, con gusto cojo su orden or something like that. I don't know. So, since I started using this word, and I've been using this word at Walmart as well, since I started using, and I'm sorry, like I said, if you don't speak Spanish, I know this makes no sense, but I don't care, because you know what, I'm going to start doing Spanish language videos soon anyway, so you guys are going to have to eventually learn that I speak Spanish. So, so since I was very resistant to using this word forever. But since I started using this word, which when I use this word definitely makes me sound more, you know, using vocabulary that is familiar to people from these two countries. they have been like responding much better to me when I use this word to say, hey, could you get that, or could you grab that? Or the other day at Walmart, the self-checkout caught me stealing or something. And one of the Puerto Rican ladies came up and was like, oh, and she noticed. She said, look, they charged you more or whatever, because it was like I do clearance. So it was on clearance. And sorry, I was like thinking of how I'm going to title this video, because I want to start doing story time, putting like story times in the title. But anyway, she called that it gave me the original price and not the discount price. And I said, this sounds so funny. If this word is the bad word for you, this sounds so funny. I hope that there's a Spanish-speaking Zesty here who like knows how funny this sounds. But like I told her, I was like, oh, qué bueno que me... This, like, honestly, it's like, this makes me feel so weird to say, but I was like, qué bueno que me cogió. I hope there's a Spanish-speaking Zesty on here. But, to them, that's like a normal word. So, since I started using this word, they have been responding much better to me in Spanish. And the man's response at Burger King today just made me realize, you know what? If I'm going to stay in Florida, particularly Tampa, which, as I've said before, if I get any type of financial success or whatever, I would like to stay in Tampa, Tampa proper, no St. Pete or any of that, Tampa. I'm going to have to start saying that word. What do you guys think about, actually, never mind. I'm not going to upload it. I uploaded a video talking about a like argument of sorts that I saw in Walmart. Of an American woman telling one of the Puerto Rican women very like aggressively, learn English. Which I've actually seen a lot of that here. You can't do that in South Florida. They'll just laugh at you. But whenever people say that, I'm like, you're in the wrong state if Spanish like freaks you out. But I like told the story, but I felt that I was speaking kind of like politically in this video. And so I decided not to upload it. To be honest, it's probably nothing, but I just feel that I want this channel to be as like unoffensive as possible, you know? So that in the future when I'm rich and famous from all my zesties, I will be eligible for like advertisements and whatever. So yeah. Hopefully tomorrow I have time to cook something Caribbean to use up my Scotch bonnets, but I'm very busy. My life's very crazy, but you know what? At least I have my time with my zesties. Thank you to my 1.1 thousand zesties. Road to 1,000,000. Bye. Whew. Bye, zesties.